Launch trailers are the easier kind of game trailer. You already know what your game is, who your audience is, and what players expect of the game. All you need to do buy button. Still, there's more to it. Your launch trailer will champion your game for years to come. So it needs to achieve shut up and take my money status instead of I will wait for the bundle. The split comes down to FOMO. You are missing out. We buy games because we do not want to miss a one-of-a-kind experience, the kind that makes us wonder what's even possible. With every trailer I make, my bet is to draw people into, here's what you have been missing out on. It's even better when the game has already blown up. Hours later, the spy launch trailer starts in the thick of things. You do not know who you are, why you are here, or how card combat works. You are on the ropes, right where I want you. I wanted folks to feel what they had been missing out on. This is best felt when we show streamers rocking the game at the highest difficulty. In this collage, you feel a sense of phenomenon, something that caught many of us by surprise. That surprise sensation is a luxury few launch trailers can afford. But it merely helped work up to our best card, that emotive sense that you have been missing out. Even if you know nothing of roguelike card games, and even if my gameplay footage is hard to contextualize, people leave the trailer with an unspoken sense of, there's more to this than the trailer could do justice. That is not an accident. It's a precision confidence strike that annihilates any chance for buyer's remorse. At least hit C0, 3% modifier. Not bad odds. There's way more inside. I am taken back to Star Wars. Cantina. My world building gets thin in that tiny little bar scene than anywhere else in Star Wars. The trick is the cutaway shots you do not remember. The alien rejects flashed into second shots inform the expanse of the galaxy at trail light speed. You cannot even remember how many you saw, just that there was a lot of them. This is our move. You want to stick within the comforts of established narrative, but cram as many flashes of related material into the margins that nobody even realizes that you have shown them half your game. This just leaves an impression in the back of a viewer's mind that there's a whole world here. If you have the perk of an on-board narrator, you can crack wise while you do it. With Puck Attacked, it felt like I could never fit all of its toys inside a single toy box. So I made a script about how it was 300x bigger than any theme park ever. Well, it's just a roll-over joke. The real meat qualifier is the 7 shots before that reveal theme parks inside of the real theme park. Typically, I prefer subtlety over braining viewers with seeing my inside. But I am glad it works here as a heavy-handed illustration. Haha, once you find a way to show there's more meat than potatoes, it's time to start making people feel comfy on the rug you are about to pull out from under them. This feels comfortable. We first want to make players understand something about the game. Usually that requires we establish the genre and bring people up to speed brick by brick. But as with the Slay the Spire example, it was first important to make people feel like they are missing out. So you can decide where to set the foundation to build on, whether that's the very beginning or a bit later. In the Messenger's launch trailer, I sought to first orient the player with the game's most unique mechanic, namely the airstrike to extra jump, cloud stacking. Use in the technique used earlier, but then it's used in advanced fashion, all the way up to the end action shot. This technique is standard game design. Teach, test, escalate, then test harder. This is basic gameplay trailer literacy in action. Next, it's time to complicate matters. Subtly we reveal this is not just an 8-bit platformer, but transitions to 16-bit scenes on the fly. This portal transition can disorient if we did not first set the context. But because the player know what kind of game it seems to be, it's the right time in the trailer to say, "Oh, but there is more." Once you frame things, you are free to stack on top and build up further complications. If you do this just right, you make the viewer happily disoriented. This also feels really different. Once you have grounded your sense of orientation in reality, you have enough footing to swallow the weird pills. That's best illustrated in How Did X launch trailer. X starts with a not feeling in a familiar tone. There it goes so far off the rails that you forget there were ever rails. The king was for me to pore over the script, looking for every human, relatable moment, and try to draw an underlying nest out of those very natural interactions. That way, when we get to talking candles, mind dungeons, and jerk battles with violent trash cans, we already made you feel connected to real things like Y2K panic, skateboards, and 56K dial-up modems. Imagine if we did not first start with that Y2K footing. All of the surprise of getting hit by a giant asteroid at Times Square on New Year's in the year 2000 would have zero weight. It would leave people with an unspoken meh instead of an audible WTF. Think hard about that last shot, the last emotion you land on. That's the lasting connection folks have with your game. You want them to leave with some big feelings. This is my stuff. Your fair values should wave the freakiest freak flag that you have got. This relic reminds your unique tribe of who they want to be. So do not be ashamed of any bit of your game's greatest eccentricities. It's best if you just end by showing things jamming on their maximized cylinders. I did not plan on landing here, but I want to draw an emphasis on how it ended with Risk of Rain's Nintendo Switch trailer. It's almost unreadable, which is sort of the point. Paul Morse recorded this gameplay footage for me, so I had to interpret his actions. I can definitively tell you that the big circle is getting bigger, and things are getting more intense. Past that, it's just almost too much for me to process. We lead into the chaos, instead of opting for a cleaner way. Typically you want to turn off all the UI of a game, but in our Switch build, there were not any reasonable ways to do this. So we lead into the on-screen clutter, the same way the game itself does. If you do not like seeing crazy numbers pop out of gargantuan beasts, this probably is not the game for you anyway. That's okay. Those who see this and like big numbers flying out of beast bucks, no, this is totally their jam. These players were the ones who already shared their first run of the game before I got my copy an hour after it came out. Series fans know what they want, so leave them feeling like they seriously matter by showing them their favorite selves in-game. In this DD 2012 session, Popcat's George Fan walks through how he managed to get his mom to play video games through the development of Plants vs. Zombies, while still embracing the wants and needs of classic players. Fan discusses the 1-0 techniques he used that to better teach game mechanics to players, using specific examples from Plants vs. Zombies to illustrate the concepts presented. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching. So developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events. And the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like DD Vault already have full access to DD Vault. and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the default subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for the default studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office or company by contacting staff via the HGG default group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact the default technical support. Gamasutra and DD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Response free-to-play battle royale game Apex Legends clocked 28 million hours of Twitch viewership on February 12 during the Twitch Rivals event, just 8 days after the game first launched. According to data checked by Gamasutra, that's 1.2 million more hours than Fortnite's biggest viewership day. That metric comes from the cumulative hours of a game's streams watched by all Twitch users across any given day. According to Gamasutra, Fortnite peaked back on July 12, 2018 during its Season 5 launch. Apex Legends, however, managed to creep upon that record even before the Twitch Rivals event burst on February 11, 7 days after launch. 1 cumulative hours were spent watching Apex streams on Twitch.